Hello everyone, I'm off because of the snow, so I'm going to film a video tutorial for you, and I thought I'd do the look that is similar to the party look I wore the other day. So it's going to be a really easy, simple party look, and hopefully you can all follow and do it easily and have a practice. So the first thing I do is start off with a primer and a sheer highlighter. Both of these are Arbonne. I'm going to warm my skin up as well because I'm very, very pale today. So I mix them together and I just put equal amounts on, and then I use a foundation brush and just shove it on. My eyeshadow recently, I've just been using the Naked 2 Urban Decay palette, and I think on Saturday I went for like silver and greys, but I'm going to go for really simple one colour on the eye, and it's this copper one. It's got really nice like subtle sparkle as well. So and you can use this primer on the eye, so just quickly do that. So I've got a big foundation brush, tap off the excess, and then, so my mirror's down here, so these eyeshadows are so good and they last like all day, all night. So I'm obsessed with them at the moment. So because I'm going to put some false lashes on, I won't do mascara yet. I've done my eyebrows, but I think I might tidy this one up. I did them quickly this morning. There we go. I can see a gap. Okay, so that's brows sorted. So I just again go on with your usual foundation. I use Arbonne Perfecting Liquid Foundation, and this one is Fair. And I use a beauty blender sometimes, but I'm going to use my foundation brush today. I've got hair stuck in it. So start off with the centre of your face and go outwards, because a lot of time we don't actually need as much as we think. And you never need to go right to the edges usually, otherwise you just create a line going down. This foundation is amazing to cover up spots as well, so you don't need a lot of concealer afterwards. I'm going to use my Duo highlight stick, so this bronzy colour, and I put it just in my cheekbone, so like so the angles from like the corner of my mouth to like halfway between my ear, and then I'll use the same brush and just blend it upwards into the hairline. If you have a fringe like me, then this is all I do on the cheeks, but for the purposes of this video, so I will do, because a lot of people always ask about contouring, and I'll just do a quick basic one, so you can do it here as well. So basically contour is like getting like a focus away from the areas you don't want attention on, and this will I have a big forehead, so this will make my forehead appear shorter. And I just brush it up into the hair. But because I've got a fringe, I never do this because you can't even see my forehead anyway. This is just for you guys. So yeah, I will put more bronzer on after, but this is it for now. So I'm a bit less ghost-like now. So then I will go in. I've been using this FC5 mattifying powder, but for a party I will actually use the Setting Pretty translucent powder because it just makes your skin like kind of glow a little bit and it's better for a party. But before I forget, so I've only done powder on my cheeks because I need to put concealer on before I cover that. So Arbonne liquid concealer under the eye. This a little goes a long way with this, so it's brilliant. And I've actually got this NYX Conceal and Correct palette, so I'm going to use this colour just on my chin, like to cover the spots because they are not good at the moment. So I just pat them in with my finger really. I mean, there's nothing you can do when you've got a massive one like that. You can cover the colour, but you can't really get rid of it properly. Can't get rid of the bump, is what I'm trying to say. Unfortunately. Right, so now I'll just go over with powder. Just make it set. Right. All slash time. So I'm getting used to these on myself now. I'm a lot better at doing them on somebody else than myself, but excuse me, give it a go. So my tip is, well, my first tip, get one with, this has got some glue in it already, but a really, really thin band. It's so much easier to use. So these ones are by Ardell and they're wispies, and I love these because they're quite long but they look really natural. So then my second tip is measure it against your eye first. So a lot of people don't realise that you can trim them because everyone's eye is different, and actually both our eyes are different to each other, so sometimes one will fit perfectly and the other one you'll have to trim. So I've already done this. My favourite glue is the Duo glue. Oh, I can't even open it. Oh, my room is a mess. Try not to squeeze it too hard because I've just done that. I'm going to get a cotton bud. I mean, it dries clear anyway, but it's just easier. Just put a thin line across and then wait for it to dry for about 20-30 seconds. So, because it's easier when it's actually tacky to stick on, I find. While I wait for it to dry, I usually just curl it a little bit so it just sits better on the eyelash line. A lot of makeup artists on YouTube I find use tweezers, but I find it easier to just use my fingers. So again, it's one of those things that just takes a lot of practice and suddenly it will click and you'll be like, yay! Right, it probably isn't dried enough yet, but So I find it easy to look down and then like slide them on. So, oh, I don't go right. Stick it to the middle, the centre of the eye first, and then place the edges. And then that's all. So yeah, once it's on and it's getting really tacky, I then just pinch my lashes together so it blends, and then I'll put the other lash on and then I will put mascara on just to blend them together again. So that's on too. Oh, let's get used to it for a second. Okay, so while that's settling down and I get used to it, I then carry on with the rest of my makeup. So, bronzer is in here. Again, this is Arbonne and it's Starlight Glow palette. Where's my brush? So for a night out or a party, I'll use this one because it's got a bit of shimmer in it. That's just on my cheeks. See, I don't look like a ghost anymore. I don't actually know what this is looking like in the mirror. A little bit on the jaw. So, blusher, I just kind of use the same colour all the time, and this is the Sleek palette, and it's like a corally colour. I'll just put it on the apples of my cheeks if I've put bronzer on. I'll just blend it together. And then if I find it's a bit too much, I'll just go over with my powder brush. And obviously clean it before I use it again. Otherwise I'll have an orange face. I did like dark red lips on Saturday, so I used 3 products for that. First one, I think I've used all Arbonne today apart from the eyeshadow. So this is Arbonne's lip liner in Berry. So I like their lip stuff because they go on so smoothly. Like I used to struggle because things always like stuck to your lips and that. So this is the only one I really like using. So I went all over with Berry. So that's the lip liner. Then I've got Arbonne Smooth Over lipstick in Iris, which is actually, I think it's been discontinued now, so that's a shame. I find it easier to use a brush, so I usually put it on my hand and then just smooth it down with my brush. I think I put too much on my brush. Right, I'll just go and get my makeup remover. So this is like why you shouldn't be scared of makeup, because yeah, you can make a mistake, but you can just tidy it up, you know. It's never permanent. So I get my eye makeup remover with a cotton pad and just go on the edge. And then I'll just use my lip liner there. And then you can use concealer. So, where's my angled brush? So yeah, get an angled brush. Bit of concealer, and then carefully go around the edge. There we go. So that is my makeup look from Saturday night. So you don't need a lot, like bold lips and then just one eyeshadow colour in the eye. You can, I'll quickly show you actually. You can just, I put some kohl pencil on the lash line just to blend it all together. Oh yeah, and I need to put mascara on. Da, da, da. So yeah, just a little line of kohl pencil. I mean, you could even use brown, which is really nice with blue eyes as well. So there's that, and then my mascara, and then I get to tidy my room. I sound like a teenager. Ooh, and a bit of highlighter. So we did the highlighter with the primer, but then I'll put, so from the palette, the Starlight palette again, just like this gold, just on top of the cheekbones. Down the nose. Now we're done. Woohoo! So I will probably take a picture when I sorted my fringe out, because this headband will make it go crazy. Look. So that's my lip. So yeah, as you can see why I don't need to put bronzer on my forehead, because fringe. So I hope you like this look, and give it a try, even just if it's just the lips or the eyes. Then, and yeah, share your pictures with me and comment below if you have any questions, and let me know if there's any particular looks you want to try. I am doing, like, if you're in the Bracknell area, I'm doing a makeup masterclass with a girl I know called Pixie, and so in the morning I'm doing it, and it's more like basic everyday makeup and more subtle looks. There'll be a bit of smoky eye and contouring and stuff, and then in the afternoon, if you want to come to both, then Pixie will show you like more dramatic looks, how to do like cat eyeliner flicks and skin sculpting and like dramatic glitter, things like that. So it'll be really fun, and you get a goodie bag full of products as well. So, and I will, oh yeah, and you get a guide to flawless skin by me. So it'd be great to see you there, because I love teaching people how to, not even how to apply makeup, just not to be scared of makeup, and you find your own way doing things. There's so many different ways, there's no need to be scared. So hopefully this helps you, and I'll do another video soon. Thank you for watching.